Hi everyone, it's Paola. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are designing. Fun! So this channel is about art, graphic design, all of those things we discuss, we inspire, we learn. And follow me on Instagram to stay updated with like my projects and what I'm up to in my life and work. And then also check out below how you can donate to my channel or become a patron. Okay, so today's video we are going to be doing event design. So rather than doing a lot of different aspects of a brand or something like that, we're going to be doing just 2 poster designs for a conference. Event signage and like posters for maybe music festivals or conferences, film festivals, what have you. Those are really important, obviously, in terms of like layout, editorial, print design. There's so many aspects to it, especially when there's a lot of information that needs to go onto the information that you're putting out there. It really involves a lot of like hierarchy and stuff like that. So I wanted to just focus on like a small scale thing, but for a conference. So we're going to be doing the AIGA conference. The AIGA conference was virtual the last 2 years, like this year and last year. I'm going to keep it as this year's event, even though it already happened, but make it in person from, I think 2019 was the last time they had it in person. So just gonna kind of combine information. So let's take a look at some of the AIGA posters in the past. So what they have done is very like Swiss design inspired. It's very typographic and it's very clean, I would say. There's not a lot going on, and that's completely fine. I like their branding. Obviously it's a design conference, they have to have good design signage, but yeah, I feel like it's cool, but let's just do something like in my style, Okay, so let's get into it and get designing. Okay, so I'm going to be working in Illustrator just because that's where I'm really comfortable doing what I plan to do. So let's get into like setting up the file. So it's going to be a print design file, and then we can change this to whatever type of thing we want. It's going to be a big poster, so let's say it was an 18 by 24 poster. Our color mode, because we were printing this poster, would be CMYK. So just letting you know if that's something that you need to know. RGB, not for print. CMYK, print. Okay, so here we have our poster open, and let's just create 2 artboards right off the bat to get things going. The first thing I want to do is bring in all the information from the event just right here so we can put it on the side and just have all the info we need. So I'm taking the info from the AIGA website where they had the 2021 conference, and it says it was virtual, but I also found where they had the 2019 one, and I'm just going to use that location as like the event space. Okay, so I found the logo as well from online, and we're going to incorporate that into the poster as well. Okay, so let's pick typefaces. I have a few in mind, a few different concepts in mind. I recently just got this one typeface. It was free online and it's only for personal use, so this is the perfect time to use a personal use font, because I'm not going to be like selling this anywhere. This is just for me. This is just a mock-up. It's not even for a real conference or anything. Like, it's just as an imagined thing. So definitely the perfect time to use like a personal use only font, if that's the license. So obviously there are aspects of this typeface that are really interesting and cool, like the N and the A's, but yeah, I think I might do something maybe with this, maybe the AIGA part only, but it definitely is more display, so we're not going to be using it for every single word and letter on here because that would just be chaotic. This one's called Degular, and I love it. I love the different weights that it comes in, and it's just like special, but like a special sans serif, you know what I mean? The thing about poster design as well is that you do need to think bold. It definitely needs to be like attention grabbing. Okay, so I really like this AIGA, and then mixing it with one of these, probably not this one, but one of these. So I really do like the more regular, I think it's medium weight of this font than the thicker one. So we're definitely going to go with this. And when it comes to this, I always start with layout. I like to just work in like black and white and just figure out the typography layout, especially when there's just like more to get on there, like little things that you need to have on there. So I start like that, and then I add color and then design aspects where it needs to be there. Okay, so this is definitely part of it, but is not as high up on the hierarchy scale. So the things that you need to read first are like, oh, AIGA, they're having a design conference. So these types of things matter first, and then the date, the place, all of those things are kind of secondary. Okay, so for this one, it's gonna be like a little bit more just laid out like this, kind of like magazine-like. And then for the other one, we're gonna do something a little bit different. So let's get started on that, and then we'll get into like color and design elements to make everything more interesting. Okay, so we're going to be doing the 2021 and AIGA on this one a little bit different, just to show like a little bit of a more dynamic design. That actually looks really cool, so I'm definitely down for this. So then we're gonna take over this same information onto this one, but then just put it in a different place. Okay, so now that we've just made sure everything's just lining up, looking good, we are basically done with that aspect of it, the layout part. These are looking really cool, really different than like what the conference has already been doing, which is fun for me, in my opinion, to do something a little bit different. Okay, so now that we have this kind of laid out and everything, we need to add color and a little bit of design elements to create an interesting poster. So I've made these boxes just like a tiny bit off-white, kind of in a cool tone. I like the way it looks, I think. So for this one, I'm actually going to create another box on top. Let's pick a stronger color maybe. So this is gonna go completely on top of everything. And then we're gonna just erase, which is like a weird concept, but that's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna do a similar concept over here. Let's do this, but then we're actually just going to erase like the whole side. And we're gonna tuck in that G and A just so you can still read it. Let's add a gradient to both, why not? So we're gonna try to drag all of the gradients so that it matches the part together. Okay, so those are our posters. I really like this, so let's put it into our mock-up that I got online and is linked below. Okay, so here's our mock-up poster design. I'm going to put both of them in here. Okay guys, those are the posters. They look amazing. I'm happy, we're all happy, and this was a really fun project. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed this project and this fun time that we had together designing. If you did like it, please give it a like. Really helps my channel, helps recommend things. Go watch my other videos. Lately I've been doing a lot of like vlogging, other stuff, other design work, and yeah, I will see you in my next video, okay? Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Yes, okay. Bye! I'm crazy. I keep talking and it's a lot and it's rambly and people don't want to hear it. Okay,